Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Investor Fuel podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Kesil. Today I'm joined by someone I've been looking forward to chatting with, Eric, who's been making serious moves in the real estate space, particularly creating a new service for real estate agents. So Eric, we're really glad to have you here. I think our listeners are really going to take something away from how you're approaching this new technology that you've created that can really help real estate agents across the globe. So let's dive in. For anyone who may not be familiar with you and your business, would love to hear the short version of your business and your focus.
Sure. So the company is called Lookbook Link, and what we do is we help agents express a book of information with a single link, something they can set up themselves. It only costs $50 a year. That's less than $5 a month. And it expresses all kinds of things to a potential client and lead, as well as collects lead information, swaps information like a digital business card and things like that. So it's a neat way for realtors to reach out to leads and prospects. It's called Lookbook Link.
Yeah, that's awesome. And can you share a little bit more about how real estate agents can utilize this to maximize their growth?
Sure. Well, the first problem that we solve for real estate agents is a thing I call content creep, where all the time now real estate agents have a new document that they need to share with a client, with the NAR settlement. Now there's disclosures and things like this. There's educational tools. Plus they have listings, listing flyers. It's not anymore, a link tree is no longer good enough. That's a nice list of links, but a realtor needs a whole set of content. So we have a link list that's surrounded by a photo tab, a document tab, and a video tab. And that's why we call it a lookbook that is turned into a link that the agent can sell. So we solve that content creep problem by tying up all the content in a single link that you can text. Do you mind if I go one further? I know I'm going a little bit long.
Please, no, continue.
Take it to the broker level. Now, this is really cool, agents. Listen to this so you tell your broker for me, promise? Okay. The broker can sign up for no money and set up a template of content, a library, if you will, that automatically shows up on all the agents' lookbook links. Things like the next quarter's interest rate projections, or, oh gosh, a buyer guide or something like that that's branded for the brokerage. They can add this content to the team by just simply adding it to the team controller. And instead of sending the new quarterly interest rate report to all the agents and telling them to post them, they just show up automatically on their lookbook links. So a live feed of broker provided content keeps your lookbook link fresh. And of course, you can add your own content, like a video walkthrough of a listing you have or a brochure that's unique to you. But having that brokerage provided content is a real bonus for a busy agent. I hope that makes sense.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I really caught my attention how you guys are just creating this innovative way to make things simplified for people. I think that's really valuable.
Right, and think about it from the agents, the person they're reaching out to, right? I might not be with my significant other right now, but I want to use you as a realtor. I got a referral to you. Can you send me your stuff? And then the agent will send the lookbook link, and I don't have time to look through all of this right now. I'm not even standing with my significant other that I'd be buying the home with. So I need to save this. This is great. She just sent me all her stuff, but I don't have time for this. You can bookmark it like a website or save it as an app icon to your phone and just look through it at your leisure. So for the agent to be able to send a book of information that doesn't drown the receiver, but they can look through as much or as little as they want. And then later when they get home and they show their wife or husband, they can look through it together and everything's there, in a single link.
Yeah, that's awesome. What do you feel has been the key to keeping this new idea and this business running smoothly?
Well, running smoothly, I would just say constant feedback from realtors, and we do business with other companies, all types of companies, anybody that has a sales team. But realtors are a large portion of who has become early adopters of this technology because of, again, the content creep problem. There's a ton of content. We need to express it, but we need to keep the team consistent. So that just focusing on the simplicity of that is our daily challenge. We want to express a lot of information, but we don't want your viewer to be confused or turn away.
Yeah, that's super important.
So I would say user experience, just a relentless focus on user experience. We want the person that receives this from you to be real happy and trade information with you and start learning about you.
Yeah.
And you can put your lookbook link on social media. Social media is a great place to meet. There's all kinds of people there. But once people know about you and want to have a real professional conversation, get them off social media and onto your lookbook link where there's no ads, no tracking. It's all about you. It's just you and your contact information.
Yeah, that's super valuable.
I think so. It's a complement to social media, but Lookbook Link is not social media. It is your portfolio turned into a link.
Right. And what do you feel sparked this ideation for you?
Thanks for asking that question. I used to be a professional photographer. I still am, but now the CEO of Lookbook Link is kind of keeping me busy. But back in those days, we used to carry a leather portfolio around, and show people. And with this content creep problem, when I evolved into being a web designer, I was constantly, Eric, we need to add this content, but we don't really have money to pay you, so we're just going to leave things not updated, was the old answer. But now I've given people a tool that they don't need to contact a web designer to update content. And so that was the genesis of it. It was like the idea of expressing a portfolio like a photographer, but not requiring the person that owns it to know a web designer or their friend's son who knows technology. This is all browse and attach kind of stuff. If you can set up a social profile, you can set up a lookbook link just as easily.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, every operator or person in a business also has a moment where things got real, maybe something went sideways, or you needed to pivot fast. Could you share a moment like that for you?
Where I had to pivot fast, I would probably say, let's see here. I would just say, we've done many pivots. We haven't done a massive pivot, but we absolutely, like initially, Lookbook Link was just something to express the realtor information or the salesperson's information. But we immediately got feedback of like, that's great that I'm broadcasting who I am, but I need their contact info so that I can put them into our CRM. And so we had to pivot and say, okay, now we have to figure out tips and tricks to encourage the viewer to send their information back and to export that from Lookbook Link into the agent's CRM. So we do all that now, but we didn't do any of that initially. This was, that I would say, specifically from realtor feedback that asked us to pivot there.
Yeah, that's super valuable and a good place to learn from and see what people need.
Right, and that's why we also have free customer support. We consider great support part of sales, because if we really take care of all of our members, give them a hug, set them up, don't charge them extra for the help, they'll refer us down the line. So I always tell my support people, you're doing sales when you do support. And we also, during these support calls, learn the things that the new environment requires. And as we discuss, and ask any realtor, the environment is changing all the time. And so for us to have that open line of communication with our agents and the other salespeople that use us, it's just so critical. And it's a big part of what we do is, just develop a conversation. Even though it's just, it's a little $50 piece of software that presents who you are, you'd be surprised about the conversations that we have with people. It's a lot of fun.
What are some of those conversations? Is there one that stands out to you?
Oh gosh. Well, let's see here. We had a big real estate brokerage, Atlanta Communities Real Estate Brokerage, join us, and they have 2,000 agents. So through conversations with them, we developed a way so that they could give us a spreadsheet, name, property search page, all the other deets on every agent, plus their headshot on a spreadsheet. And now we can programmatically create 2,000 profiles for a company. They don't have to have each agent sign up. So that came from a referral from one of our other companies, referred us to the Atlanta Communities. And then in the first conversation, we kind of got scared, but it was that open, idea scoping that brought us a new feature.
Yeah, awesome. So let me ask you this. What are you most focused on solving or scaling next?
Simplicity. So I would say that's it sounds silly, but so many successful software companies suffer from scope creep, meaning they increase their scope all the time to show more value.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
And ironically, my goal is to keep Lookbook Link inexpensive and easy to use. And that's why, these, again, the discovery conversations with our clients when they wanted to export the leads they're collecting into CRMs or constant contact, bulk email systems, things like that. These are great features, but how can we do it in a just super efficient, elegant way to where the agent doesn't feel like she has to go through a Salesforce training class, or equivalent, So that is as hard as, probably harder than building things, is deciding what not to build, and of what you build, how can you make it as simple as possible? That's our goal every day.
Yeah, that's a great goal, especially when there's so much out there for people. People really are trying to simplify our lives, because now with technology, there's just
Right. Well,
so
I'll give you an example. Have you ever heard of a company called Wix, the website builder
I
company?
have.
Okay, so I built a Wix when they first came out. It's super easy. But if you go to Wix today, and I'm not criticizing Wix, they're a great company, make a ton of money, but they're kind of like WordPress now. There's all these plugins, and there's just a lot to do, and a lot to do wrong. And so you almost need a Wix expert to help you with Wix now. And that's what we want to avoid. We want you or anybody that sells any product to be able to reach out to their leads in a professional way. And remember, Facebook tried to solve this problem by giving you a Facebook page, and you can do that. But reaching out with a Facebook page to a professional lead, to me, seems a little cheesy. And also, what else is on Facebook? Ads, tracking, your competition. So we wanted to create something that was separate from social media, that didn't have all that social media downside, but was just as easy to set up as a Facebook page or whatever,
Yeah, that's super important and very unique.
Oh, well, thanks. I know I'm doing all the talking here. What other questions can I answer for you?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the listeners here are maybe early, in their real estate investing journey, or looking to level up, and they could benefit from hearing this when it really comes to building relationships and growing your network. What do you
Establishing
feel?
credibility. Let me
Yeah,
interrupt you right there. For the newer agents, you want to express to your lead or prospect that you are more than somebody that opens doors. You want to express that you are a professional and that you can guide them through the many, many steps that justify your commission. You can't just say, "Hey, I'm a realtor. Here's my property search page." You have to really establish yourself better. So using your own research, sometimes using ChatGPT to help get you started. But you could. I have a realtor that put together 10 great dog-friendly parks in Atlanta as a PDF document. He puts that on his Lookbook Link, and he shares that document all over dog groups and stuff like that in social media. And they come there because they want the list of dog parks, and then they see all this really credible information about how he's a realtor, and they like him because he's a dog lover, and they're right there on all of his stuff. So I would say establishing yourself with great content that shows that you can trust, people can trust you to walk you through all the steps.
yeah. Absolutely. That's really important. Relationships are everything in this space. And yeah, that network is so crucial.
Right. And the first thing is in realty, they say belly to belly business. It's a personal business, right? So you're first. But then when they get home to their husband, who might not be so excited about using you as a realtor, the wife who does want to use you as a realtor, and I'm just making up a scenario here, she needs to be able to say, this is why I want to use Tina. Look at all this stuff she does for us. And my gosh, look at all these how-to guides that I can download. And we haven't even signed her up yet, but look, I mean, this is like, she's got a lot of resources here, Jack. I think we should use her. And that gives the person that you met that day the resources to prove you're the right one.
Yeah, that's really valuable.
That's the key. Whether you use Lookbook Link or not, as a new agent, you need to be able to show a lot more than just your name and number and property search page.
Absolutely. All right. Before we officially wrap up, if someone wants to reach out to you, connect with you, learn more about your business and lookbook, where can people find you and reach out?
Okay, so it's Look, L-O-O-K, Book, B-O-O-K, Link, L-I-N-K, lookbooklink.com. That's our website. There's lots of examples on there. You can contact us, see our blog and all that kind of stuff. So we're also on all the socials at Lookbook Link. So if you'd like to follow us there, that'd be great.
Amazing. Well, listen, I appreciate your time, your story, and your perspective. We really value the people in this space that are doing innovative, new things. So thank you for being here.
Yeah, Michelle, you're amazing. And I appreciate the invitation to be on your wonderful platform. And hello to all of your listeners, and thank you for listening.
Awesome. And for those of you tuning in, if you got value from this, make sure you're subscribed to the show. We have more conversations coming with operators just like Eric out here building real businesses. And we'll see you all in the next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.